Yeah?
Yeah.
My number 3 is the Lego Movie: the video game on the Xbox 360. It's as usual available in all manner of other formats. This is TT Games, obviously, but it's also TT Fusion, and they're the team that made Lego City Undercover.
Oh, okay,
right?
they're in different, just around the corner or something. I think still.
Yeah, I mean it's a sort of co-production, but for some reason I haven't played Lego City Undercover, but for some reason I thought TT Fusion was like the B squad, an incredibly lazy assumption because I was wrong. This is unsurprisingly another really excellent Lego game.
Oh, that's good to hear. I lazily assumed that it wouldn't be because it was just a tie-in.
Yeah, I mean, the start is awesome. I mean, there's this really funny Bimani game at the beginning, and as usual, humour is at the forefront. The difficult thing with this is that I think they use the actual script.
Right.
So I think there are actual scenes from the film, and I can't be sure. I've looked into it a little bit, and from what I can gather, there are elements of the film in it. In the cutscenes, but there's also some new stuff. So there's a mixture of new stuff and stuff from the film, because it is of exceptionally high quality. The first hour there are some hilarious bits in it, and it's a difficult case because if you haven't seen the film, there are spoilers in the game. The plot's not important, but there are jokes that are so funny that I'm sure they have to be in the film. On the other hand, I remember when I used to buy a tie-in of anything when I was a kid. This is actually an authentic extension of the film, which is quite rare because normally the video game has nothing to do with the film. So if you want to kind of relive a bit of the film, you can't ever do that. So it's unique in that regard. But if you are planning on seeing the film, I'd probably swerve the game until after you have. And like Lego Marvel Superheroes, if you're playing on co-op, make sure you change it to fixed vertical rather than the dynamic camera, because it's such a busy, vibrant game that it just gets confused. So the twisting, camera options when there's two of you you can just sometimes it will just. It's a complete headache, and it's not worth the trouble. So make sure you change that. It looks really terrific, even on Xbox 360. The production values are pretty much sky high. There are a few sort of minor issues. I mean, in terms of the gameplay, there's this bit where there's a shoot 'em up bit where both reticules are red, so you can't tell them apart. And character switching is still a bit weird. You kind of bounce in between two, and then if you have to bring up the character wheel if you want to move between any more than that. It's kind of strange, but these are kind of oversights rather than problems. They're things that happen sort of fleetingly and then you forget about. There's a very healthy supply of really big action set pieces in this. So in addition to the usual wandering around and solving environmental puzzles, there's like car chases. And I mean, there's just big action scenes the whole way through it, and there's a great new system which I'm sure will be used in other Lego games from now on, where you basically get shown a big picture. It's like a Lego diagram, and then you have to decide quickly which pieces are missing. It's like interactive Lego. It's like you have the instructions, and then what's missing here, bang, 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 and then the quicker you solve them, the more studs you get.
Okay.
That's really cool. That's a really neat idea. There is also this master builder thing where you drag and drop. It's a new game. I mean, they're continuously bringing new things to the table. I thought these were going to get stale by now. But this is another really good one. I do really like the series, but this is another. I mean, it does help that it's consistently laugh out loud funny. But then some of the other ones were too. So I don't think it's just affiliation with the movie. There are a couple of bits where it feels more like a single-player game. So in all Lego games, one character can access a certain area, and then the other person has to wait for a minute or so. But here, those sections go on for a little bit long. So there are points where we just you just have to stand around and wait for the other player to do something, because if it's single player, you can just switch and it doesn't make any difference. But on co-op, only a couple of moments where that happened. But yeah, I mean, it's just totally excellent. I mean, I was expecting for this to be the drop-off point, but it's not. It's another absolutely terrific game.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah, it's really good, really funny as well.
Well, I must say the Lego City Undercover is genuinely funny throughout. The script is very funny. So whether or not it's all direct lists from the movie or whatnot, there's definitely funny people over there.
No, that's what I mean. The script for Lego Batman 2 with Batman, Robin, and Superman, that three-way, brilliant. I mean, hilarious. So yeah, I mean, I've no doubt that the movie's good, but even without that affiliation, the game's just hilarious anyway.
That's cool.